The stance of the Nigerian Heart Foundation is that regular consumption of contaminated cooking oil can cause heart diseases and cancer of the stomach, and one of the cooking oil is vegetable. The source of this adulterated vegetable oil is mostly, but not limited to, imported oil. The economic impacts of that is that about 43.4 billion naira investment by more than 30 private companies in the oilseeds processing industry in the country is already under threat of being shut down. Dealing with adulterated vegetable oil and what consumers should look out for is our focus on this episode of Big Story. I'm Ini John Mekwa. From the bottle to the pot. Then comes the food. Fries or stew. Vegetable oil is a necessity. It is a major ingredient for cooking many delicacies in Nigeria. Vegetable oil, as the name implies, are extracts from vegetable, and over time in Nigeria, palm fruits, soya beans, coconut, cottonseed, groundnuts, sunflower are some of the sources which have become popular for making it. This category of oil belongs to the lipid family. Lipids are edible fat and exist as fat-like molecules which are involved in long-term energy storage, an important component in the living cells to promote repair and sustain good health.
The primary function of fat is to supply energy to the body. Supply energy to the body and also helps in energy storage in the body. And of course, aside from that, there are other functions of fats in the body because we have other nutrients. I told you that they belong to the family nutrients. There are other nutrients that we refer to as minerals and vitamins. So invariably, fat is actually required for absorption of fat-soluble minerals or vitamins in the body.
As of 2005, annual consumption of vegetable oil in Nigeria was placed at 1.6 million tons against a supply of 1.3 million tons, according to the Federal Ministry of Agriculture. By 2007, World Atlas data had placed the consumption of vegetable oil at 40 grams per person per day. Between 1992 and 2007, vegetable oil consumption in Nigeria grew substantially from 35 to 40 grams per person per day, rising at an increasing annual rate that reached a maximum of 8.11% in 2007. With this level of demand, little wonder that there's been incidents of adulteration. A lot of this adulterated vegetable oil end up in the open market, serving as a source of income to some. With a ban on importation of finished vegetable oil into the country, all this should have been produced locally, but sometimes that is not the case.
I used to get vegetable oil from Cotonou or not.
The vegetable oil now, Hausa people they give us. So I don't know where they are making it. They say they're bringing for them from Cotonou. So we don't really know where they're bringing for them from Cotonou. We'll buy from there. No, groundnut oil is two types. The first, the above we used to sleep. If we wear that day cold, that is the difference. And the above we used to foam. Where you are using to fry something.
These are dangerous features when found in vegetable oil because research has shown that at room temperature, good vegetable oil should stay fluid. Getting to the root of what the adulterating components are is rather difficult. For one, it's been illegally brought into the country and it is also unbranded, implying that the origin cannot be traced. The battle against adulterated vegetable oil has been a huge task for oilseed processors of Nigeria. one which, according to their president, Sumaila Maigoro, has led to investigations outside the country.
Most of the adulteration, in terms of toxic adulteration, is happening outside Nigeria, not in Nigeria. For instance, there are a lot of oil that are being brought through China, Malaysia, Indonesia, and the rest, which we cannot verify the source. We cannot verify the type of oil because it's not written. It's only blanket oil, just vegetable oil. So the source need to be verified, which in some cases, they are recycled oil. They are what is called grease oil, which has like in developed countries or industrialist countries, there are oil that have been used. It has expired in terms of usage, like it has been used in industrial frying and other things that can be packaged again and sent to us, which is part of the oil that we are getting, especially the smuggled oils that we are getting from our borders. So these are things that is going to be very difficult for you to trace, unless if you are going to take it to the lab to test it. And I think it's the work of NAFDAC and SON to make sure that the oil in the market is standard, not substandard.
The findings of the Oilseed Processors Association is further affirmed by the Nigeria Customs operating at the border at Idiroko in Ogun State. The area borders Nigeria and Benin Republic, which has been observed to serve as some sort of warehouse for vegetable oil from mostly the Asian countries for Nigeria. The customs is therefore familiar with tricks employed to smuggle unhealthy vegetable oil into the country. And from the records at the Idiroko border, between January and August 2018, 2,163 kegs of 25 liters and 64 kegs of 5 liters of vegetable oil had been seized.
Vegetable oil is one of the items that are under prohibition for trade in terms of the mode of packaging. The type you see in jerry can, ready for use, is prohibited, but there is the bulk that industries can import legitimately. So the type we are arresting here is the type